going to remove the switch center, the lamp control module, on a BMW E46 3 Series. You do have to take the wood trim off first, so I'll simply pry underneath and work it free. Be careful not to pry right on the edges, and use the edges to pull up on, but don't pry on them because it will break. A lot of times that happens. So you have to reinstall that. Just pop that back in real quick, put it in, twist the lock. That's ready for when I put the wood trim back in. Then you have two Phillips head screws. Looks like one's missing. It's the first time I've taken this wood trim out on this E46, so I had no idea that somebody's been in here. But you will have two screws, 1 and 2, and then this is actually going to slide out. If you take a pry tool and go gently underneath, slide it in, lift it up a little bit, separates it. This unit slides out like this. Now you do have a connector here that you need to get to. It's one of those press style connectors. I don't think the harness is going to let it come out any more than this. So I stop there. Here's that connector. This is an SKE style, which means that you push down on the top tab and you need to slide the back tab. Not sure if I'll be able to do that holding the camera, so I'm going to press it down with one hand, slide this a little bit forward, and then continue. So I've gotten it just enough so that I can continue sliding it over, and that actually unlocks the connector. Now this is the lamp control module, so your VIN number and your mileage is stored redundantly in this control unit. Also, if you want to remove this vent so you can see in there a little bit better, this also has two Phillips screws. But this vehicle only has one, but it should have two, one on each side. So I'll also add this, removing the vent and the light switch center in one. Just lift up, breaks it free, wiggle it out, just like that. Put that aside. That's the connector right there for the lamp control module, which popped up a little bit. So I can go ahead and slide this out now. So I got a leaf in there. You can check your pins, make sure you don't have any corrosion. This module does need to be programmed. You can see it's actually just a circuit board inside. When it's replaced, it does need to be programmed and coded. You can't take this from another car without setting a manipulation dot in the instrument cluster, because the mileages and the VIN will not match. So you'll actually get a little dot if you're looking for that. It would be a little dot by the mileage, and it would mean that somebody's either swapped the instrument cluster or the lamp control module. So the mileages wouldn't match, and you'll have that manipulation dot. Reinstalling, you're just going to slide it back in. You do have to get the connector to line up, so you can kind of work that in first. Get that connector in place. Once that connector's in place, and you just have to push it down, and you can actually do it from further in. When you push down on that connector, I want to do it so you can see it though. That's a lot better. Gave that harness a tug, it actually came out. So when you're putting these two together, obviously you have like a locator key, so slide it in. When you push it down, then you slide the connector to lock it into place. And then you just have to slide it in, and it locks right in. Put your screw back in, screws if you have two. Since I only took one out, I'm only going to put one back in. It's not really a big deal that it only has one. Gonna pop in the vent too while I'm here. You know, if you have either the adjuster broken or any of the side to side for the airflow is broken, you would have to replace this as a complete assembly. It does kind of self-locate, clicks right into place. Again, only one screw for this vehicle, but that's not going anywhere with one screw, so no big deal. And then you do have to install your wood trim. The lamp control module does need to be programmed. If you do replace it with a brand new one, it would have to be done by the dealer or a shop that has programming capabilities, and it will actually pull the mileage from the instrument cluster to program the lamp control module, because it is the redundant storage for each other.